regular polynomial long division. Okay, well, what are the steps to polynomial long division? Well, they're very similar to long division when dealing with numbers. You're going to divide, you're going to multiply, and then you're going to subtract. And you're going to repeat these three steps over and over until you get your answer. So what exactly do these steps mean? Well, let's see them in action by doing a problem from the study guide. Okay, so we're given this dividend with the divisor of x plus 4. So let's write that as x plus 4 divided by 5x to the 4th minus 9x cubed. And then you'll see we don't have an x squared or an x term, but I'm going to write them in by multiplying by 0. So plus 0 times x squared plus 0x minus 4. Okay, so our three steps were divide, multiply, and subtract. Okay, so when implementing the first step, divide, you're going to divide by the leading terms of your dividend and your divisor. So 5x to the 4th divided by x. What is that going to be? Well, you can look at it maybe in a more familiar light where you are canceling out x's. So x to the 4th, 5x to the 4th divided by x. Well, and x goes away and from the top and from the bottom. Okay, so then you're going to write 5x cubed, the result of dividing 5x to the 4th divided by x up here. And then you're going to do your second step, which is multiply. You're going to multiply 5x cubed times each term in your divisor. 5x cubed times x and 5x cubed times 4. Okay, so 5x cubed times x is going to be 5x to the 4th, which is exactly what we wanted because we want these terms to cancel out. When implementing the first step, you can also think about it in reverse. You can think about what number, when multiplied by x, gives you 5x to the 4th. And that number is 5x cubed. Okay, let's continue with our second step, multiplying. And multiplying 5x cubed times our second term in the divisor, which is 4. Okay, so we have plus 20x cubed. And the degrees here should, or the exponents more accurately, should be the same. Okay, so that was the second step. The third step is to subtract. We want to subtract this whole quantity. So this negative applies to both terms. Okay, so these guys will cancel out. And then you'll have negative 9x cubed minus 20x cubed, which is negative 29x cubed. Okay, so we've gone through one cycle of our three-step process. Now it's time to start over. So divide, then multiply, then subtract. So maybe for clarity's sake, we should go ahead and bring these terms down so you can see more clearly what's going on. So divide this guy by this guy, and that is going to be negative 29x squared. Minus 29x squared. And then, so we divided, now we multiply. Negative 29x squared times x, which is negative 29x cubed. It's bad. There we go. And then negative 29x squared times 4, which is negative 116x squared. Okay, and then subtract that whole quantity, and we get these guys canceling out to 0. Negative distributes, so we get a positive 116x squared. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and plus 0x minus 4. Okay, well, we're running out of room, so let me rewrite a few things. Okay, so we had x plus 4 divided by, we had gotten so far 5x cubed and a minus 29 x squared, and then we had gotten to the point where we had 116x squared plus 0x minus 4. Okay, so let's start over on our three-step process. 116x squared divided by x would give you 116x, and then multiply 116x times x, give you 116x squared. 116x times 4 would give you 464x. Then third step is to subtract, and these guys cancel out. That's negative distribute, so you get minus 464x minus 4. Just adding 0 here. Okay, so once again, we are going to divide, multiply, then subtract. So divide negative 464x divided by x, and that's negative 464. That's 464. Okay, so then multiply. You're going to get negative 464 times x, which is negative 464x. Negative 464 times 4 is minus 1846. Okay, and then subtract the whole quantity, and then you're going to get positive 1846 minus 4. So that'll end up being, let's write it where we have more space. We get 1842. Okay, and this is our remainder. So let's rewrite a few things. So we have a remainder of 1842. And this, when we attach it to the end of our quotient, you're going to get plus 1842 over x plus 4. So let's rewrite that. So our answer is 5x cubed minus 29x squared plus 116x minus 464 plus 1842 over x plus 4. Okay, so that is our final answer. Notice that this remainder goes underneath the divisor, or goes on top of the divisor, goes on the bottom of the remainder. Okay, and you can also use your division algorithm to check. So you do that when you do that, you should, so you would multiply your quotient times your divisor, and then add just this 1842, and you should get your dividend. And you can check that on your own, but I did, and I got that this ended up being the correct answer.